All right, everybody, welcome into this week's warehouse preview. Hunter is gone today, so it's just me, and we have a very, very busy warehouse preview today. There is a ton of stuff. You're not gonna wanna miss this episode. There is so many things dropping today. We're gonna start here with this Mania section. First thing I wanna highlight here is the FD1 brand new fairway driver from Mania. This is a 7402, supposed to be a little more stable than your FD and a little less stable than runs they've done before of like FD3s or FD2s. So this kind of sits in that gap. Really nice feeling fairway. It's gonna have a nice straight flight with a fade at the end. Another thing I wanna mention is the Iron Samurai. Right now we have a few of these that actually have Eagle's signature stamped on there. So if you want a signature that's not gonna fade as quickly as a marker, these ones are actually stamped on. It's a pretty cool concept that Mania did for these. We only have a few of them, so check these out. Iron Samurai, these are MD3s and they fly absolutely beautiful. We also have the MD1. This dropped, I believe, last week, but we still have a few left in stock. If you haven't checked this out, this is like one of the straightest mid-ranges you can buy. It's literally a 5600 flight number. Kind of reminds me, feel-wise, of like a Mako 3. Not a super fast disc, but just kind of really glidey and not a lot of fade, just kind of drops dead straight. And then the last disc I want to touch on here from Mania is these Evolution Primal Run Enigmas. These are, I guess, kind of like their first run stamp for the Evolution line, or not Enigma. This is the Paradigm. My bad. The Paradigm is a newer mold from them. These are like hyzer flip distance drivers, very fast and go super far. I was able to toss one, and they get like a pretty good flip for my arm speed, but they bomb. They do go very far, and these are like the Primal Run, so it's a pretty cool stamp on there. So make sure to check out the Paradigm, not the Enigma. We have a huge selection of Mania in general right now, so if you're a fan of Mania, make sure to check it out in the Mania collection on the site. All right, next thing I want to talk to you about is Trilogy. We've got, yet again, more cool Trilogy coming in. It's every single week we have awesome Trilogy coming. First disc here, really excited about this one because I love the Tristan Tanner stamp. I love his logo, and these are Tristan Tanner signature Honors. The Honors, a disc that I have had in my bag for a few weeks since it came out. Really nice, like, in between your fairway to distance driver, kind of that 9-speed slot. It's nice and overstable at the end of its flight, but you can throw it, like torque over on it and get nice flex lines, or throw it really flat and hard and it'll just go dead straight. If you give it hyzer, it'll push a little bit, but it has a dependable fade at the end. This disc is also very quick for a 9-speed. Really fantastic. Kind of reminds me of an Onyx a little bit now that I think about it. Another really exciting thing we have right now are Supreme Trespasses. If you've never thrown the Trespass, these are a fantastic distance driver. If you're somebody who has a slightly above average arm speed, but you're not quite at that pro level and you're looking for something that's a really good hyzer flip like distance driver, the Trespass is a great option for you. This also could be a good distance driver if you have a little lower arm speed and you're looking for something a little straighter. And Supreme Plastic is just fantastic. It's one of the best feeling plastics that exists on the market right now, so make sure to check that out. Then a couple of other ones we've got going on here. This is an exciting one. We got the Lori Lettinen Orbit Gold Explorer. The Explorer is a nice, little bit slower than like an Honor, overstable fairway driver, and the Orbit Plastic and that stamp are just absolutely gorgeous. And then another exciting one here to wrap it up. This is a just, beautiful stamp here. This is a Silver Lot Orbit Rive right here. This is a Grand Orbit, and I mean that lion stamp is just flawless. These discs are beautiful coming in from Trilogy, and their stamp design has been money. The Rive, very fast, nice and overstable, fantastic disc, and these are just beautiful. So make sure to check out Trilogy. You're gonna wanna hop on the Trilogy train now because they are only getting better. Quick stop over here at the mint disc section. A lot of people getting into mint discs recently. They've been seeing Mason Ford killing it, and they're interested. Well, they got a new mold here. This is the Alpha from mint disc. We've got a bunch in. These are in the Eternal Plastic, just a beautiful, really icy plastic. These are meant to be a power fairway. In my mind, they have a Phoenix right now, but these feel like a little bit straighter and maybe a little bit quicker. So these are going to glide, I think, a little bit more than the Phoenix. That's kind of the slot they fit in, but be more overstable than like a Grackle would be. So I think that's kind of the slot they're filling in with the Alpha. So make sure to check these out. And if you haven't checked out Mint Disc, make sure to check out the collection. All right. I'm going to jump over to Prodigy quick because we have a brand new signature disc. If you're not aware, Prodigy recently signed Caroline Henderson, up and coming FPO Pro, and she was actually on my show and got to tell me about this disc, and now it's here. This is the Spectrum Air, so a little bit lighter weights. These are like 160s, an X3. So these are bomber discs. They have a really cool like B stamp on there. They really killed it with their Tour Series stamps this year. They're really cool with like the card theme as well. But these are going to be like For anybody who has a decent arm speed, these are gonna be like hyzer flip bombers, but in this lightweight plastic, if you have a lower arm speed and you're looking for something that's a little faster, this could be a great option for you. These are you're gonna get the most out of a disc like this, so make sure to check these out. These actually feel fantastic. I've thrown X3s before. I can't say I was a huge fan of the X series, but these ones feel really good. And yeah, and the Spectrum plastic, I mean, it's really nice. They've got some swirls going for sure. All right, the fan favorites are back. We've run yet again the custom stamped foundation hexes and glitches. We've got a nice big restock of them back. These always go quick, so when they drop today, you're gonna make sure you're gonna want to get them while they're still there. Look at some of the swirls that came in on the rims of these hexes. Really, really awesome. We also have a lot of lighter weights in these. I believe these are fission hexes this time around, so we have a few different weight varieties, and we have the glitch as always. We have quite a few of these, and along with our custom stamp ones, we also are running for Swanky Disc Golf. If you are a fan of their channel, we have these Stay Swanky discs. So they're doing hexes, they're doing envies, which they have these in prism plastic, which is where it has like kind of the clear trim. Really, really awesome. And then they're also doing the glitch as well with the Stay Swanky stamp. So those are going to be on our site too, that you can purchase if you are a fan of Swanky Disc Golf, or if you just don't even know who they are and you want to stay swanky, because that's kind of cool as well. But they also have that. So custom MVP is back. As you know, it goes pretty quickly, so make sure to jump on that. And if you want the foundation ones, especially with the hex and the glitch, these will go quick, so make sure to grab them. But they're back on the site. If you were on the Instagram order pulling live stream a few days ago, you would have seen this, and we still have some left over, so that's what's hitting the site today from those who weren't able to purchase it then. So just to give you some examples of what we've got a lot of like Brody and Paul discs here. So we have some Scuba Roaches, we've got Get Spooky Buzzes, those were run a little bit while back. Some of the Paul discs we have his signature ESP Reaper, we have limited edition Z Zeus's, normally can't get that plastic, and then the same thing with the Z Maltas. Some other discs we have are ESP Zone OS's, or not Zone OS's, ESP Nuke OS's with the Brody stamp, and there's a few other ones like a CT Wasp for Paul, Z Metallic Roaches. So make sure to check out Discraft. These discs will definitely go quickly, and these are limited discs. These are all limited, and they're hitting the site today. We only have a limited quantity left of them, so if you want any of those, just give it a look over, because there's some really cool molds, and every single one of them is unique in some way, and stuff that isn't normally run, like a CT Wasp you normally can't get, and those have the PM stamp. They're super cool, so make sure to check out the Discraft collection. All right, this is the big time here. We're over at the accessory shelf. First thing I want to mention is that we have a mini restock. So we have our minis back in like all the different colors that you could ever want. Fantastic minis, one of my favorite minis that we've done. We have a really nice run going on here. But the big announcement, the big thing we're doing right now is hats. You may be noticing this hat that I'm wearing right now. You've probably never seen it before because you haven't. The first hat that we're dropping like 3 different types of hats. We've done a few of the other ones before, but the new one that we're dropping are these performance dad hats. We have this bluish color here. I believe this is gonna be like a slate or something, or along those lines. And then we have this sage green, and these ones here that are kind of like a peach, like sherbet color. So these are a performance dad hat, which means like the dad hats we've done in the past are more of like a canvasy material. These are meant to be more of like a dry fitty, like wicking material. We kind of modeled them after a hat that Hunter and I really liked. We had Nike hats that we wore all the time that are kind of this material, and then we saw these ones and we knew we had to run them. So these hats are gonna be hitting the site today. We have some really fun colors and they are fantastic. Like you're gonna see Hunter and I wearing these hats constantly. They are so comfortable. It's a one size fit all, they're adjustable, and they're very lightweight and breathable, and that's what makes them so great for disc golf. Really gonna wanna make sure you hop on these. These are fantastic hats. My favorite that we've ever run, and I'm super excited about them, and these really fun colors we have. So make sure to check these out. These are dropping today. Other hats that are dropping, we have a restock of the Bogey Bros rope hats. These are another great hat that we've done in the past. We did these a while back and they sold out pretty quick, and we decided to do a restock. We have them here like the purple and white, and then the navy and light blue. So we have a restock of those dropping, and then our classic hat we're kind of restocking as well, the trucker hat. We have like a gray one here, our traditional black one that we've always done, and then a navy blue one. So if that's the hat you're looking for, just done it. The trucker style hat, we're restocking that. So hats. Summer is almost upon us. The sun is going to be out. It's raining here today, but normally the sun is going to be out. Make sure you get the hats, and make sure you check out the dad hats. I highly recommend this hat. It is literally the best hat we've ever done, in my opinion. I really love them, and the colors are super fun, so make sure to check them out. But other than that, that is it for the warehouse preview. As you can tell, pretty stocked up stuff this week. We have a lot of things going on. Make sure to draw your attention to that Discraft collection that I mentioned, the hats collection. We've got things going on in Disc Mania, Trilogy, all over the board. So just keep your eye on foundationdisc.com, and we'll see you next week.